So I bought this party pack of fruit because you're supposed to eat your fruits and vegetables, but as my little sister would say, vegetables aren't actually food, so you can only eat fruits. But it turns out I can't finish a party pack of fruit before it goes bad. Anyway, that's neither here or there. Welcome to the Path of Least Resistance. I am Versailles. Today we're going to be doing challenges 13 through 24 of the January 2026 monthly challenges. And to start with, we have Taliyah and Draven. Special rules are only the strong round and kill all units except each player's strongest. Not sure if this happens before or after they make a new Draven. And domination rounds start the foe rallies. So this is actually kind of tough to deal with. You're only going to have one blocker. They're going to be Draven's able to play a lot of units, and so even though one is going to die, or all but one is going to die, they still get the free Draven and could potentially drop many more. So for this we're going to be using Morgana, take advantage of the lifesteal with Wicked Harvest. We have Chemtech Duplicator and Grand General's counter plan as per usual. Ideally we'll find some low cost spells or something that can do targeting. Anything that you can target with is perfectly fine, and Concussive Bomb is up there on the list of things that we want to see. At the shop, Reap with doubling dice is honestly kind of amazing. Targets two things, could do it multiple times. I might take that. But first we'll look at the shop to see if we can find anything exceptional. Cost reduction on Morgana is always good. I'm gonna grab that. Could get draw champion on Concussive Palm, but I think this doubling dice is actually better, and I'm gonna take it 3 times. And then we go into Taliyah, whose power is Team Power. Round start, the foe summons a landmark from their regions that cost 2 or less. And Dark Binding is something we want to see. We can stun their strongest unit with it. Hush is good. Would have liked to see our champion as well, but hopes and dreams, man. We could kill the Clockwork Curator, but I think just absorbing 2 damage is better than wasting the Reap here. Alright, they rally every time. Gonna stun here, and Equinox is good. We can use it to, well, it won't work on the equipment, but on another unit could remove like Overwhelm or something that we're worried about. Drop Eye of the Dragon here, and then we can use Shield Vault to stun, and then one of their units is gonna die, this one. And so we only have to deal with this one next round. Still would like to see my champion, but is what it is. We will use the Reap now. We can grant 2 enemies Gloom. And unfortunately, turns out their hand is full. So we didn't actually curse there. So a bit of a problem, but we'll be able to recurse next round, I think. Well, they need to play a card first, because they drew the equipment. And now we can curse. And we don't have to worry about this guy, because it's going to die to only the strong, but I think we want to put a little bit more curse into Taliyah to make sure that she can never do anything ever. We're going to Reap again as well here. Then we're going to attack. Could have played Solari Soldier and then attacked. He would have died at the end of the round, which would have been fine. And we still haven't drawn our champion. That's, I want to say fine, but it's kind of getting not fine. And Taliyah appears to be able to keep her hand full forever. But we did curse. Not a good curse. He's gonna die next round anyway. All of these are gonna die next round. So we'll play a blocker. And we'll block. And I guess we can drop Karma. It's kind of a fun pick. Increases the cost of shackles. Maybe we want to save it for a different unit because Taliyah can never attack ever. And I guess we're just gonna slowly whittle them down. This is, I was gonna say dead, but Forgot that they get to attack again. Forgot about domination. It is still future dead, just didn't help us in that moment.
The spirit gives
Taliyah can never do anything and will probably always be the strongest unit, so they're just gonna die over time as we fail to draw our champion.
Where to go? Where to go?
Dark Binding here, eventually. We could pass and just win the game here, but we can also just attack. That was, yeah, try your champions. Pretty miserable. I mean, we didn't get hurt at all. It was ultimately fine. Gonna take Titanify, kind of make sure Morgana stays the strongest. And then we'll cut a card at the healer. I think Startled Stomper is usually the worst. And we'll go into Draven, whose power is God among gladiators. Round end, the foe summons Draven if he isn't in play. When Draven attacks, give him +1/+0 and double attack this round. I'm a little worried about early rounds. We want to keep a couple items that can curse. That way we don't die. And again, they do have domination, which I'll probably forget about as soon as I finish this sentence. We can reap here, grant 2 enemies gloom. This Draven will die, so we'll actually get to find out what happens if Draven isn't the strongest. So he dies and then new Draven. So that's gonna be a little bit bad for us. We're always gonna have to deal with a couple units. I could pass here. It's fine. Great, I played another unit. We'll curse, everything's gonna die anyway to Wicked Harvest. And of course new Draven. Went to Dark Binding. Taking Cosmic Inspiration, we'll play that next round. Then we could attack, but because of the Thrasher, that's not going to get too much value. Might be worth passing, see what they do. Okay, so we'll Dark Binding. For the stun, take Supernova. We'll let us obliterate 2 units later, and then we can just attack back. And we're doing a pretty good job of keeping Draven on the board. Don't really want to get hit here, but it also kind of doesn't matter. So, I guess it's fine. Then I don't have enough mana for Cosmic Inspiration. Shouldn't have played Karma, because that doesn't actually do anything for us. And they did not play their Midnight Raid. Is a bit unfortunate for them. Gonna stun here. Draven's dead anyway at the round end. Grow bigger with Cosmic Inspiration and attack. Could use Hymn of Valor here too. Hymn of Valor Chemtech would probably be pretty good. And they are afraid of attacking me, it turns out. And a Supernova, get rid of these 2 units. And we can block this way, get all our life back. Draven's the strongest, so they don't get an extra one. And we attack, and this should win the game. Overall fun, but kind of temperamental, I guess. Challenge 14 is Nautilus. Special rules are frenzy to fighting. The player's units have +2/+2 round end, deal 2 to all the player's units, and red as her lips. Round start, deal 1 to all units, and grant the foe's units +0/+1. And we're using Teemo with triple Guardian Angel. You could do Star Gem if you wanted, but I kind of want the Teemos to die, so I'm trying not to give them extra power. Once the first Teemo dies, we can just whatever. Re-attack, I guess, with our 3 Teemos. Then if they die after that, that's going to be bad for me. But hopefully we win the game before then. Double attack will definitely help that. And we go into Nautilus, whose power is all will drown. When any unit dies, the foe tosses 1 if they're not deep, and they heal 1. Heal the foe's Nexus 1, and the foe tosses 1 if they aren't deep. So, we have some options. We could play Saboteur and block, or we can just drop Teemo. I'm gonna keep this. We'll drop Saboteur as well. Did they get hit twice? Heal 1 and then Frenzied Fighting. Okay, so we'll force take 3 damage. Actually didn't think about that. It's fine. We have double attack on Teemo, nothing could possibly go wrong. And they also toss cards, so they're gonna go through their cards really quickly. I kinda want this Teemo to die, so I'm gonna Poison Dart. Maybe I should have killed him later. I don't know. Either way, Poison Dart the Nexus, Trough Legion Saboteur. Reverse order would have been a little bit better there. And then they're gonna block the Teemo because obviously... Oh, they didn't, so they choose to just die right there. That's fine too. Kai'Sa is someone whose relics I struggle with a little. I think there's a lot of ways you can go. The spreadsheet says full build, Dreams of Yordles, Tempest. If you have Chosen by the Stars, that's good too. We're going to do Crown Guard, Tempest, and Dreams of Yordles because we're not using epics. I'm not even using full build. And we have Swain, Challenge 15, and Nautilus. Special rules are no looking back. While the player has no cards in their hand, their units have +2/+2 and Monkey Munitions. When the foe attacks, they summon a Flame Chompers, challenging the player's strongest unit. For a support, I think it's hard for me to not pick Kale, even though it's probably not that good. I just like the theory of it more than it's actually worthwhile. And we're always looking for something on Kai'Sa. Dragon Boons is good. And we go into Nautilus, whose power is all will drown. When any unit dies, heal the foe's Nexus 1, and they toss 1 if they aren't deep. I wonder how much fun it is to do like the writing on that, to try to get the wordings accurate and stuff. I know people complain about the wordings all the time. Like, this word isn't the same as that other word that you used. You said summon here and enters the game here. It's not actually that in this one. No enters the game. But you get what I'm saying. Or like I'll complain that the Dreadway on the rare version says the Dreadway, and then on the epic version it says just summons the Dreadway. I think it might still be fun to do. Anyway, you play units, drop Kai'Sa, Kai'Sa rallies, you attack, win the game. Shadow Totem seems pretty interesting to me. And then we'll get rid of our worst card, which I actually have no idea. Aspiring Chronomancer, sounds pretty bad. And to Swain, whose power is suffer round start, deal 3 to all the player's damage units. I don't think that matters. Could maybe keep Winged Messenger. It's kind of good with the Infinity Edge on it. Could play a unit. Picked up Deathless, so that's nice. Drop that Winged Messenger. And we'll attack. Deathless will die, and then come back. My voice is cracking.
You wasters came a long way for a whooping.
It will block.
Town waster.
I
Gonna
think this is
watch you melt.
maybe better. I don't know. This guy will die. It's fine. So I think we want to attack first and then drop Kai'Sa because we're gonna get that rally.
We have something the void will never understand. Me.
Then we attack. It's enough to win the game, so we didn't even need to hit the second skins.
They'll keep retreating.
Challenge 16 is Fiora and Yasuo. Special rules are Noxus discount and nothing but powder monkeys. Round start if a foe has the attack token, they summon a powder monkey. I still need to finish leveling Kindred. Need to add that to my list of things to level. You should be using Guardian double stalkers, but here we are. Guardians double. So you either go double Everfrost or double Stalkers. Either way is fine. You don't combine the two. Like that's just like the worst of both worlds. But whatever. I need to finish leveling and I haven't done it yet. So it is what it is. It'll be fine. We don't want fleeting on a card that costs that much. Farsight's great. We do want to draw our champion. We go into Fiora, whose power is time to duel. When one of the foe's allies challenges an enemy, give the ally tough this round, and +1/+1, or is this not even that version? Yeah, this stuff. So we will drop a second prey. If you have a lot of prey, they just grow damage over time, and that can be very nice. Don't think I'm gonna spend here. We'll let them play Fiora next round. Okay, they didn't. They couldn't because they didn't have enough mana. And then we can crumble something. So if we wanted to kill one of the war chefs, that's the thing we can do. We'll probably lose a bird. That's fine. We could lose both birds if we want. Don't have to. Like 3 damage isn't really that much. Pass, let them drop Fiora, drop Kindred. Now those are both dead. Just block here. And we'll play Fading Icon. And we can crumble Fiora. Don't have to. Might be like a better solution. Like if we Spirit Journey, probably not Kindred. And we get an extra prey as well, so that's 2 extra damage that we're going to be doing when they die. And we get our level up. Back here for 8. And we can drop Master Yi, but almost feels like, why? We Spirit Journey our own unit, amazing. Black Spear here, their units are all dead, so we're good. And then now we can't possibly lose. As soon as these 2 prey die, we win the game. But there's kind of no way to kill it. We could do that, I guess. I've never crumbled a unit to kill my own unit before, but did accomplish my goal. So. Minus cost is always good. And at the healer, we're going to remove our worst card, which I think is Tortured Prodigy. Then we go to Yasuo, whose power is Gathering Storm. When the foe's units attack, stun the player's weakest unit and the foe draws 1. And we can keep the Master Yi, I suppose. No harm in that.
Hang on, Buzzball.
We do want kind of a solution for Yasuo next round. So I'd probably just do nothing here and eat the damage. And I'm gonna pass, let them play a card. I could stun him. I think it'd be better to kill him, but he's gonna die anyway from the mark. And then as long as we do kind of nothing, I think we're okay. Just make sure we don't let Yasuo hit the board. He comes back, we remove him immediately. And we can block if we want, we don't have to. Drop Prankster, it'll just give us extra damage over time. And we could crumble here. And with Guardian Angel, we'll come back anyway. Not a bad plan. Then we'll Spirit Journey, make an extra. And all of that also does damage to the Nexus. Roleplay practice makes perfect just to get it started. We get recalled, we love that. Lets us just replay, killing both units. Drop Master Yi here. Double stun is unfortunate. Still crumble. And we attack with everything, only doing not enough damage. Can kill an ally here. And I think when this guy dies, we win the game. So let's go ahead and do that now. Probably could have killed them last round. Challenge number 17 is Tahm Kench. Special rules are Fortify and Frost. Each round, the player's first Freljord card costs 1 less to play, and enemies of Demacia will fall. This will give them Challenger and +1/+1 on summon, and then we are going to be using Anivia to take advantage of that Fortify and Frost. Anivia is really, really good if you have +1 mana, which you can get either from like a support champion, finding an elemental spell, or, you know, the mana gem, or in this case, the discount. So, using Guardian Angel, Grand General's Counterplan, and Chemtech Duplicator. People like full build, I think that's fine. You can also run like double Guardian Angel. Full build is perfectly acceptable. Take Fiddlesticks, guarantees that we draw Anivia. And at the champion item chest, if we find... Okay, Deathless is great. Deathless plus Guardian Angel is a timeless combination. But I also would have been happy with cost reduction. Cost reduction actually might be better in this case, because Anivia sort of has Deathless. Then we go into Tahm Kench, whose power is Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +0/+2. So our ideal hand is going to be some elemental spell that we get to play, and then that'll give us a ramp, and then we'll play Anivia a little bit later. And we did not quite do that. We can play this Mystic though. Gave us an elemental spell that costs way too much, so not useful. Can drop Bone Scryer. Then we're just gonna kind of chill here. When they attack, we're gonna Harsh Winds, and we can choose to save our units if we want. Don't have to. We could let them die and then just also not take damage. Either way is acceptable. Play Shallow Siren, it'll make them lose cards. And then I think if I pass, they play Tahm Kench. And there he is. Now we drop our Anivia. And ideally you get Anivia killed. That's the point of full build or any sort of challenger. Because if Anivia dies, you can make more Anivias. And so one thing we can do to accomplish this goal is Ice Quake. I accomplished it a little too well. But, as I always say, Deathless plus Guardian Angel is a timeless combination. And so while we kill all our Anivias, we did make more in the process. Also, this guy is immune to your own spells. Now we can attack for 72, seems good. And if we needed healing, we could play Cryo Phoenix 6 times. Challenge number 18 is as Irelia. Special rules are Vestige of Helia. All spells cost 1 less. All units have Spell Shield and Noxian Might. Each round, the first time the foe summons a unit, grant it +2/+0. It's actually kind of tough. You're going to want to do something that's either double Stalkers, or in this case I'm going to be using Ahri with him, Lost Chapter, and Curators. I don't actually know if this is best. Irelia might be faster than we are, but Vestige of Helia helps a lot. So hopefully we roll into something reasonable and we can make it work. I'm going to take this Evelyn. Solter has a mana gem, which might be enough. And then we're going to be looking for maybe some boosts on Charm is fine. But we're going to be looking for recalls. Farsight on Sprite Dance gives us that second recall. So hopefully this will be enough. And we go into Irelia, whose power is Infinite Blade Bolts. When the foe blade dances, they grant their strongest units +1/+1, and it attacks with the blades. One of the things that you're going to have a problem with if you are using something that targets is targeting isn't going to work. Because of the Vestige of Helia. So fortunately they started there. Might not seem fortunate because we're going to take like 10 damage straight up. But it is fortunate. Because they had the option of going second and then being able to drop Irelia with Flawless Duet, and I think that would have been worse. So we're going to recall, which doesn't give vulnerable, but that's not why we were doing it in the first place.
Stand behind me. They won't hurt
Play a unit, double our stats. Can recall and replay again? Not sure if that's correct. So I think we need to attack.
Knowledge is suffering. 2 steps into
So we attack here,
too slow.
and then we can recall, and then hopefully they play something that isn't that, and then we'll drop Ahri and just win.
I've danced this 100 times.
So that was more or less the idea, and it worked out. I think it would have been worse if they had the attack token on 2, but they didn't, so we were saved a little bit of damage. We also got lucky with certain things that we pulled. Focusing Crystal is okay. It's one of the better things. Shadow Totem is very bad. Iceborne probably not that great. Farsight is always good. If I had more rerolls, I'd probably keep looking. I wanted stats. Something like the +4 can't block would have been fine. And then we can get rid of our worst card, which... there's a lot of choices here. Domination, the Maker are not that great. Sparring Student is fine, but we could do without. Atlas Ancient, usually you can play for 0, so it's not that bad. We go into Azir, whose power is the Emperor's Army. The foe sand soldiers everywhere have +2/+0. And we could flip Ahri, but we could also draw a second Ahri, and if we do that, that's good for us. We didn't. Drop Ahri. Should have taken that Focusing Crystal. We're gonna Hymn of Valor. And we can't really attack here. Could recall, replay, but I don't know if that's worth doing just yet. And we don't really lose anything for holding until next round anyway. The Summoning Beacon actually summons me nothing. I guess there's nothing in these regions. Or I guess it's just Ionia Runeterra that costs 0. Can block here. It's fine. We're gonna fill our life with Hymn of Valor anyway. Block again. Recall. Replay. It's kind of unfortunate. Like a lot of things I got to do. Drop Atlas Ancient now that he's free. Recall. Always look for more recalls and replay. Win the game. So this is why we like Ahri against Vestige of Helia. Because of spell shields, you can't really be impacted by anything, and also you are uninteractable, so you just kind of win the game, and then you don't have to worry about what they're doing either. You just have to be faster than they are. Alright, challenge 19 is Lulu. Special rules are P&Z discount, and on the case, the foe's units have Nexus Strike, plant 1 Flash Bomb Trap in the top 8 cards of the player's deck. That's pretty bad. We're going to be using Nasus. I like Nasus as a Lulu counter, and we're doing Chemtech Double Guardian. You could use like a Stalker's Blade here, or double GGC. You could use a Stalker's Blade if you don't have 2 Grand Generals counterplanned. Also, if you don't have 2 Grand Generals counterplanned, be sure you're checking the Emporium and buying that relic for Stardust. That is the only way to get more copies. So, it's on a 3-day cooldown, buy it every time. Until you have all the stuff you want, then you can stop buying it, obviously. Double attack is interesting. We have Thieves' Gloves as well. Thieves' Gloves could give us double attack. And we go into Lulu, whose power is Adorabus. Round start. Turn the foe's player's strongest unit into a squirrel and silence it this round. The mystery box could be anything. Could even be a boat. You know how much we wanted a boat. Just exhaust here, don't take any damage. Then we'll drop Katarina. We're probably not going to attack with Katarina, just so that we can keep the mana gem effect. In fact, we don't even want a Siphoning Strike for the same reason. Could Siphon with Legion Saboteur though, that's fine. Now we'll drop Nasus. We got double Black Cleaver. Sometimes you really win. We have 3 Siphoning Strikes. We're going to be using those. Maybe didn't need to use the second one. We would have had enough mana to redrop Katarina, and then that would have given us an extra attack, which would have been better. But we can just do that next round anyway, it's not a big deal. "10 out of 10 bed attack." You have to get rid of the guy that got up to 4 power. And now they can't block Fearsome. Challenge number 20 is Zed. Special rules are Nautical Nuisance. Round start, refill all players' spell mana and Flash of Steel. Round start, stun the player's strongest unit. We're going to be using Jhin with double Riptide and Curators. Curators must be first in this relic setup. The other option is you could do like Chemtech Duplicator, but that's only if your games are going long enough to, you know, put Chemtech. I think this will be fine, it'll clear their entire board. So nothing really to worry about there. We're going to go for the champion item chest. Typically we're not looking for cost reduction on Jhin. But something like Overwhelm isn't bad. Shadow Totem is fine too. If you drop it on your attack round, then it's very good. If you don't, then it kind of doesn't matter. We go to Zed, whose power is Blade in the Darkness. Round end, if the foe damages the player's Nexus, their strongest unit strikes it. Also a rare version. I don't know what that does though. If we had 1 more mana, we would kill this Zed. Could still kill him. Probably worth it. We pass. I was hoping they would play a card, but they didn't, so that's fine. Drop Jhin anyway. Like, the chances of them not having second Zed is pretty low. And if this guy attacks, we block, and then double Captive Audience. Our Ephemeral's dead anyway, so does not matter. And we're gonna play Dancing Grenade. It'll just give us a passing move next turn. Could get hit with something like Will of Ionia. So we play our passing move. And we're going to kill this guy. Lotus Trap will stun the other. Going to try to kill him again. There's the Will of Ionia that I've been trying to get out. Don't know if I damaged the Nexus. Probably did, I played Lotus Trap. The Plunder will still work. Jhin has a bug where if he goes back to your hand or becomes his champion spell at any point, then the Curator's Gatebreaker won't trigger Plunder. Also, Plunder is one of the modifiers just normally. I think it goes off before Curators does, so you don't check for Plunder twice so the Riptide batteries don't work. So if you're ever playing him a second time, usually you do have to check for to make sure that you Plunder again before you drop him. Challenge number 21 is Kai'Sa and Katarina. Special rules are Demacia discount, so if you wanted to use something like Lux here, probably be fine. Lux Illuminated. Either. Wasn't correcting. Either is fine. And you have Endure. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +1/+1. And we're going to be using Ambessa with Guardian Angel Double Stalker's Blade. And if you wanted to use Garen against Katarina, wouldn't suggest it, but you know, if you want to roleplay a lover's quarrel, you can do that here. Not sure what I want. I think direct damage, something like Shroom Explosion is fine. Maybe we pick something in the Demacia region so we can take advantage of the cost reduction. Static Shock, cost reduced. Sorta doesn't matter. I just want 2 damage. I just want a Mystic Shot. That's what I'm looking for. I'm tired of rerolling, so we take Death's Grasp. Actually, forget it. There's a Felios here. He costs 0, and we have a Mana Gem on Mountain Goat. Cunning Sweep with Summon a Follower is pretty good. You have a lot of money though, so... Move on, and we go into Kai'Sa, whose power is Rapid Evolution. Round start, the foe grants each of their units +1/+1 and a random keyword, which is an insane power. I say that every time I see it, because it's crazy. It's so strong. So we're gonna drop Mana Gem here. That'll let us play Ambessa on 2, which is a little better than playing Aphelios on 1. Not much better, but a little better. Drop Ambessa, kill some stuff, attack with Ambessa, kill more stuff. They didn't block, and they're not going to attack. Drop Legion Grenadier to draw a card. That reduces the cost of our Aphelios. Also triggers Moon Weapon. And we'll play the Moon Weapon. Probably shouldn't attack with everything, but we definitely attack with Ambessa.
I know what they are. I know how.
Then we're gonna Midnight Raid with Ambessa. If they do block her, they didn't block her. Could have gotten Stalker's Blade effect, which would have been really nice. So, for example, we block here. Ambessa dies, comes back, kills 2 units, gets Barrier again, and we just attack here. They are forced to block. They play a unit, which is actually terrible of them, because now I can Public Execution, otherwise I would have had to wait till the next round. Now we attack and win the game. I'm a little concerned about the Katarina fight, but it should be okay. Ambessa's kind of broken, as you see, but if we could pull cost reduction, that would make me feel a lot better. Gonna take Quick Attack. And we do not find cost reduction. We can take Pickaxe, it's fine. We go into Katarina, whose power is Inspiring Presence. When the foe plays a champion, grant their other units +1/+1. I think we roll everything because we do not have Ambessa, nor do we have our Mountain Goat. So they're going to do this, and then they're going to drop Katarina, and then I'm going to be sad. Does Katarina have Challenger? She does. Oh, this is a terrible idea. Should have waited till after the attack. So we're okay. We have Cunning Sweep, which honestly, I probably should have just played last round, but it is what it is. And we could drop a unit, but I don't think there's much of a point. Get hit with the open attack. And we're dead because they can just drop Katarina and then 1 damage to the Nexus from Blade's Edge. So there are 2 distinct points where I messed up there. One was not using Cunning Sweep to stun Ambessa because or to stun Katarina because I thought I was smarter. And the second one was letting my mountain goat die since that was my follow-up. It was just all round terrible plan. We're gonna Cunning Sweep this time though, and then we're gonna be okay. We'll drop a Aphelios as well. We can take Severum to heal. We'll be able to play that several times. We attack here and they block. It's terrible for them, so obviously they didn't do that. And as long as they don't open attack, I'm feeling pretty secure. They didn't open attack. Ambessa's gonna kill 2 units, neither of which are Katarina. So Katarina's gonna get this attack through unless we stun. So we're gonna stun. And we can drop Ambessa. And we get stunned, which is a little bit unfortunate, but we can attack anyway. Alright, so we should be like reasonably good here. Because we have quick attack, we can just attack. And presumably they have another Katarina. But we will sever them in the meantime. Could get hit with another Guile, but they've already played 2, so somewhat unlikely they have 3. Attack and get our life back. And we can do nothing else. We can drop a Grenadier and Conscription. The next round we'll play Public Execution and things should go okay. Public Execution with Ambessa because it'll give us a Midnight Raid. We're going to block and block. And then we're going to Midnight Raid with that Ambessa. Katarina isn't leveled, so it's not something we're concerned about. I Infernum, I think they Blade's Edge. I don't really want to throw away Aphelios for no reason. I kind of expected that as well. Now that we have +2, we can attack with both. If they block with both, that's great for me. Don't care about it at all. We know most of their cards. That can win the game. So, yeah, I mean, if your plan is to play Ambessa on turn 3, probably don't get your mana gem killed. Or on turn 2, don't get your mana gem killed. And if your plan isn't to do that, make sure you can deal with Katarina. Because once she gets rolling, you lose. She's incredibly strong. Challenge 22 is Misfortune and Tahm Kench. Special rules are no looking back. While the player has no cards in their hand, their units have +2/+2, and Chilling Prophecy, which doesn't do anything. Game start. The foe summons a frozen thrall, set its countdown to 5. I'm going to be using Misfortune because I like mirror matches, and for relics, we're not using no relics. I'll tell you that. Grand General's counter plan, and we'll do Luden's Tempest. I do want Archangel's Staff in here, but you know, another thing I have to level. So we're gonna do Lost Chapter instead, just because need that many more. Add that to the list too. I don't know why I just left a bunch of champions just like past 25. It's like not that much more effort to go on, but whatever. Who knows why I do what I do? I sure don't. Can take Crow Storm, Fiddlesticks, it'll force us to draw Misfortune. And Green Fang Warden with Scout and a Mana Gem, I don't hate. Oh, Misfortune with the Mana Gem, even better. Could still take the Green Fang Warden. We're forced to draw Misfortune, so we're gonna have a good time regardless. We go into Tahm Kench, whose power is Big Feast. When the foe summons a unit, grant it +0/+3. And so yeah, neither of the modifiers do anything. We're never gonna have 0 cards, and hopefully they're never gonna get to round 5, but I guess they could. More likely that they get to round 5 than we run out of cards. I will say that.
These jewels are more than
Could play a blocker, but kinda no point. One thing I like to do is play Make It Rain while you have a Powder Monkey as your only thing, so your Powder Monkey gets an extra boost. Sometimes you get a good one, this time we did not. And we attack with Powder Monkey. Because of Lost Chapter, we can play another Make It Rain, but they kinda didn't block, which I was hoping they would. Mana is gonna be an issue for a little bit. So we're gonna play Green Fang Warden, and then looks like they're not gonna do anything, so we'll Make It Rain. And the idea is that eventually Make It Rain will scale such that either we're just gonna kill all their units, or the Hextech Fabricator on it will grow your Misfortune to a point where you can just win the game regardless. So that's kind of the idea. I'm gonna play this natural Make It Rain. They could eat us with Acquired Taste. They can still eat us with Acquired Taste. I don't know if they will. I'm gonna play Slippery Wave Rider, and then we'll be unable to play Make It Rain. That's fine. Just gonna attack here. And they did get to round 5, so they get their Frozen Thrall, which is very bad for me. Misfortune's gonna die, that's fine. Block, and block. Let me keep our Make It Rain so I can just redrop Misfortune. Like, realistically, our opponent's dead already. So we attack the Scout. And then when the Powder Monkey dies, they just die. I don't really think Archangel's Staff would have changed anything there, because we had so much bonus mana. Cost reduction is good. I wonder if we could do better. Cost reduction's good. And at the healer, we want to remove our worst card, which normally I would say is Slippery Wave Rider, but it kind of saved us there. Let me get rid of Island Navigator. Do we have a worse card? Jagged Butcher? Hired Gun. Hired Gun is our worst card. We go into Misfortune, whose power is Boarding Party. When the foe's units attack, deal 1 to the player's battling units and the player's Nexus. Misfortune starts strong and then very quickly becomes useless on their side. On ours, Misfortune's just good. Play Make It Rain. And we can block. Gonna drop Green Fang Warden for the Mana Gem. And we'll Make It Rain. And we'll attack with Scout. And we attack with everything. Without the +3 hit points from Tahm Kench, things are dying much better. Gonna Make It Rain. Do it twice.
Make it interesting for me. Get bloody, get paid.
I think this is fine since we have Tough.
Cover me, crack shot.
You got it, Captain.
As you can see, they're like almost out of cards. And they've done nothing to us. They don't have a board. Not really concerned about anything here. I'm gonna play Petty Officer with a Powder Keg. And then Make it rain. Attack with Scout. Drop the Jagged Butcher. Make it rain again. And attack again. You did a really good job putting up blockers there. Challenge number 23 is Katarina, and Gangplank special rules are Force Workout. All units have Strike double my power, and Battlefield Training. Round start, grant the foe's weakest unit +1/+1. You've seen what Katarina can do. Now imagine that when her units get double their power every time they attack, which can be up to 3 times in a round. And we're going to be using Veigar for this, with double Ludens and Chemtech. If you have Frozen Tomb, you want to use that instead of probably one of the Ludens Tempests. I think I'd still keep Chemtech because it's a really strong win condition. We could do 2 damage. That would be great. Poison Dart does 1 damage, which is less great. But we also have Darkness baseline, so we're not like too worried about anything. Taking Concussive Palm here, that'll probably help. It's never bad. We can make them discard cards as well. Maybe we can make them discard Katarina. And healing on Veigar drop is reasonable. If we can get cost reduction, we probably want that. This mana jump's not bad either on Otterpuss. I'll take that. And then we go to Katarina, whose power is Inspiring Presence. When the foe plays a champion, grant their other units +2/+2. You ever get like a Murder Bridge Katarina? That can be really challenging to deal with, because they draw a bunch of champions that they can all play. That they can play all of, something like that. Auto kill Katarina, you never want to deal with that. Now we have extra mana, which means we can drop Veigar. They basically did nothing that round, which is incredible for us. And we can even prank them to see what they have in their hand and make it a little bit worse. I want to drop Twisted Catalyzer here. Kinda don't want to kill that just yet. They're gonna drop something like more important later. But it's fine, I want to get this attack in. We'll drop Otterpuss and Darkness again. Now have enough mana for Chemtech Duplicator, which means that we do 14 damage to the Nexus, drop our Darkfold Acolyte, and do 14 more damage to the Nexus. Never let Katarina do anything. Want cost reduction. Focusing Crystal's not bad. Power Riff is perfect. Then we go to the healer and remove our worst card, which is Stilted Robe Maker. And then I just made that up. And then we go to Gangplank. His power is the Saltwater Scourge. Round start, the foe summons a Powder Keg. The first time the foe starts the round with less than 20 health, summon the Dreadway. Because the grammar is accurate, you know that it is the epic version, which is worse than the rare version. We drop Veigar. Kill this guy. Attack and kill the Powder Keg. You don't want those Powder Kegs to stack up, it gets really bad for you. Drop Twisted Catalyzer. They do nothing, I'm fine with that. We attack. Yeah, that was kind of likely. This is probably a bad plan, to be honest, to attack challenging the Powder Keg. But we can always destroy the Powder Keg, so it's not really harming us. We just didn't get our Darkness bonus, which we wanted. Otterpuss for the mana gem. I don't think we have a Chemtech win here just yet, so we do want to stall a little bit longer. I'm just gonna play Tender of Terror here. I think if I knew Gangplank had Thieves' Tools, I would have killed him before he attacked. But, I mean, ultimately it's fine. Probably don't want to attack with Veigar. If other things die, I'm not as worried. If Veigar dies, it's a tragedy. And a concussive bomb. Just to make them drop their cards. Then we hold off darkness, we'll win next round with it. We can pokey stick though, it's fine. As long as we don't overfill our hand. Darkness the Nexus, Darkness the Nexus. Winning at burst speed is super broken. Challenge number 24 is Azir and Jinx. Special rules are Savage Mysticism. Round start, each player gets a mana gem. Vicious enemy, so they can have an extra starting mana. And Crush, the foe's units have Overwhelm. This is pretty bad, honestly. We're going to be using Volibear with Double Stalker's Guardian Angel. Idea is that if we can pull like an early Avalanche and kill a bunch of the Sand Soldiers, we'll just be able to drop Volibear and win the game. And if not, we should be surviving long enough anyway. So I don't think it's going to be too bad, but I could be wrong. Orb of Deception's not bad. Nami is fun, but probably unnecessary here, although Tidal Wave is good. I'm gonna take her because she's not bad, and then she also has Tidal Wave. And then 4 items, plus 2 damage on Avalanche, really helps our idea. And then minus cost on Invocation's not bad. Free Invocation is just a good card. But I don't think that's necessarily the direction I want to go. I don't want a bunch of Avalanches, one is sufficient. And Frostbite's on Volibear should be good. They'll help clear out extra units. Then we go into Azir, whose power is the Emperor's Army. Foes, Sand Soldiers everywhere have +2/+0. I can't actually do anything against Azir. Because we don't have the mana to play Avalanche and Tidal Wave's not going to do enough. So we're going to play Invocation here. And this round, I'll probably play like the Quick Strike Blade guy. So we are going to Avalanche here. And then we're going to Tidal Wave. Their units are dead. They did not play Quick Strike Blade guy. Which makes me wonder if they just don't have it. Drop Coral Creatures as a semi-blocker, semi-passing move. Drop Volibear. Clear the board. Good block. Not sure it matters. We reduce the cost of our next giant follower, but we don't actually have anything to play. Infinite Mind Splitter here is good. We're going to play Volibear's Prophet as a passing move. He's going to die, which is fine. Going to drop Mind Splitter. And Tarkaz. We play Nami. I don't know if it does anything for us.
But I will see it through.
Just attack and win the game. I think this is completely unstoppable. It kind of took a while, but it was fine. Plan worked. Shadow Totem's fun. Double attack maybe also good. Quick Strike Blade's not bad. Kinda like everything that's going on here. Take double attack. And then hope for Overwhelm. We didn't find it, but Elusive's kinda the same thing. We go into Jinx, whose power is Rockets Go Boom. When the foe attacks, they play Super Mega Death Rocket. This will be our last fight of this session. Gonna keep 2 of a card I can't play. No point in dropping on Scarred Reaver. It's actually incredibly bad if I do that. My guess is that they're going to play all of the Daring Poros before they attack me, and I guessed wrong. That's okay. Take a little bit of damage there. Drop Avalanche. Like, they could have just played more Daring Poros. There's no reason not to. Gonna drop a couple units here. Wish I had a passing move. I wish so badly I had a passing move. Because they could just pass back, right? And then they get their turn, and then if we don't, whatever. They're gonna drop Poro blockers. The flash freeze. Rastin's kind of funny. We'll drop a Rastin, and they'll play the other one. Really wish I'd gotten that overwhelm, but didn't. So have it now. And we're leveled. This should win. Love Volibear, so much fun. Anyway, that is challenges 13 through 24 of the January 2026 monthly challenges. Challenge 18, no, not 18. Well, 18 is scary because it has Vestige of Helia and Irelia. But 21 is the one that got me, so maybe watch out for that. And aside from that, everything felt pretty good. No real problems. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.